everyone, it's me Loz, and today I'm going to be doing a full moon reading. So this particular full moon is in the sign of Scorpio, and as always I've pulled a card, the Numerology card, which in this particular one says it's time to release negativity. So I remember I did last year's full moon in Scorpio reading, and that was collectively quite an intense period for most people, including myself. With that, there can be a lot of deep hidden, so Scorpio is a water sign, also rules in the house of death, rebirth, and sex transformation. So this particular full moon can be quite intense for many people, as I said. So yeah. We're going to pull some cards as I usually do, and as always I'm also going to just do a quick read from the book. This is a general reading, so this may or may not apply to you. Take it as it resonates, and also I would just encourage you to set an intention, have a question, or just have something in particular that you want to gain clarity on in whatever particular aspect of your life that this may apply to. All right, so if you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make the effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Additional meanings: it's time to move on from living fearfully and living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. All right, cool. So I'll just put that up there for now. As always, I'm going to start with my animal spirit cards. This also will complement the full moon card and also just set a good precedence for the reading. Okay, what have we got? The owl, the Hawaiian owl, your ancestral spirit guides are offering your guidance now. So pay attention to the signs and omens from them. All right. So already this could be indicative with the full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. Scorpios, generally speaking, are very, very intuitive. They will dive into the emotional depths as well as the psychic depths. They're not afraid to go quite deep. So with that may actually be saying that now this particular time or this particular full moon will be your intuition and psychic abilities may also be heightened. With that though, that can also cause some definitely emotional intensity, in the sense that you may be picking up a lot of energies from a lot of people, places, etc. So just be mindful of that as well. Make sure to protect yourself in whatever way. Purging as well can also happen when you, depending on what you believe, when you spiritually ascend. That's also when purging of lower vibrational energies can also take place as well. But already with the 10 of Cups here coming out, this may not actually be, this may be for the better, but we'll keep pulling. So 3 from the traditional, 3 from the angel oracles. Yeah. Okay. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to keep that reversed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. 5 of Air, Queen of Water, and King of Air. All right. Definitely seeing a lot of air and water. So if you're a water sign, or especially Scorpio, of course, this will apply to you. If you're an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, this will also apply to you. Okay, so what we've got here, So I'll just move these over into screen. All right, so already what I'm seeing is with the 10 of Cups here, that's starting off the reading. So that's pretty promising. However, we then have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords in reverse, followed by the 5 of Air. So there is progression in the sense that the 5 of Air is progressing from the 4 of Swords in reverse. But I do feel like, especially in the description with the full moon in Scorpio booklet, it did actually say the end of an argument, which I do actually feel that, or at least the need for one. Specifically, like if this is in regards to relationship, this could be between, again, a water sign and an air sign. So a couple. I do say that because in the 10 of Cups, it's also, as you can see, a couple, a family. There could be conflict between two people. If this is not in regards to a relationship, take it as it applies. But there definitely has been some sort of conflict. I would actually say it could be in regards to money or lack thereof with the 5 of Pentacles. If it's not to do with money, it could actually be about someone in this dynamic is feeling like they're, this is actually what I'm hearing in my head is neglected. Whether it's that dramatic or not, that just may be what one party is feeling. With the 4 of Swords in reverse, I do feel like this is something that is being left unresolved. Then with the 5 of Air, I do actually feel like, even though it doesn't indicate that in the tarot, I do feel like this is an ongoing argument, something that's quite cyclical. But it's also something that's long-standing, like this issue is not... has not been resolved, even though the issue has kept being addressed multiple times. It could also be with the King of Air, there's two opposing ideas. So the Queen of Water, which is the Queen of Cups, there's definitely someone in this dynamic with the King of Air. They both have their pros and cons, but with the Queen of Water, she's sensitive, loving, caring, nurturing, a very good maternal role, can be also intuitive. So this also means as well to tap into your intuition, especially if you're a water sign, especially if you're a Scorpio. But with the King of Air, also has a lot of positive aspects, but in a relationship dynamic, he is not the most emotional person. He or she, gender is not specific in tarot, but this person thinks with their head, not with their heart. They will make decisions based on logic, on rationale, on intellect. Very, very intelligent, very good in the sense of making logical decisions, but again, lacking in probably a bit of emotional depth. I do actually feel though as well with this one, this person probably might, I wouldn't say the instigator, but I think with the 5 of Air and the 4 of Swords in reverse, I feel like there is definitely one party. Again, probably this King of Air that's probably being a little bit cold and cutting, or maybe just being a little bit emotionally insensitive in the sense that maybe their words are cutting, but I do also feel like it's just like the other party is feeling this sense of neglect. Like it might even just be something as simple as one party could be like, you never compliment me, you never do nice things for me. That's what I'm getting. Truth be told, again, this could be a career or finance or any other reading, any type of reading, but I do feel it is specifically a relationship between two people and may actually be in a family dynamic as well. Funnily enough, I actually am getting as well that there possibly is like children involved in this, and with that, they are being witness to that. So the High Priestess is coming out to clarify. This, again, very, very much so, if this is not in regards to relationship, if this is in regards to oneself, again, with the High Priestess being here, whoever this really resonates for, your intuition and psychic abilities is going to be very, very amplified. If you have Virgo placements as well, that could definitely play in part to that. I do actually feel like if maybe this is like an advice reading, I would say definitely look into any sort of spiritual modalities that will help you to gain the answers as well, on top of the reading that I'm giving to you, of course. Let's clarify. Maybe let's just see. Let's get a little bit more specific. I want to know maybe what this conflict is about, because there is definitely indication of it. But with 2 5s, I will say this is a change. Oh, okay. All right. Oof. All right. So I always say in both personal and general readings, I don't actually sugarcoat readings. So I'm going to tell it how I see it. With the High Priestess and the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups, truth be told, I would actually feel like the reason for this conflict could be, if it's in a relationship dynamic, with the High Priestess and the 7 of Swords, one party feels like the other one's being sneaky or hiding something, being secretive about something. With the Knight of Cups being here under the King of Air, one party could feel like the reason why they're arguing and why maybe this King of Air is being emotionally neglectful and a bit insensitive with their words especially, is because they may actually be sneaking off and offering their cups to offering their emotions or love to somebody else. Again, this may just be a suspicion, so don't be, quick to jump the gun. But there is one party, I really do feel like that is the case. There could be a sense of distrust as well, whether or not this person is actually doing that. There is definitely a sense of distrust on one or both. Could be as well with money. Oh, sorry about that. So with the 8 of Earth here as well, so someone could feel like either one, this person is being secretive about money or what they're doing with the finances, especially with 5 of Pentacles. Or this could actually be with the 8 of Earth, because that's usually indicative of work. Maybe this person feels like, like your cliche, like, okay, like my husband, he's always working late. He's always going off to meetings. He's never home. Like maybe there's suspicions that there's something going on in the workplace. Could be. If not, it's to do with money. This other person's like, okay, well, like, why are we always broke? Like, where is this money going to? It's obviously getting put into something. And the other person doesn't know. But truthfully told, I'm going more with the other story. There definitely feels like some sort of like, typical, extramarital affair in the workplace. 7 of Earth. I think whoever this is, I think, with this one, it's seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So I feel like with the 8 to the 7, I think the person that may be suspicious is also not spying per se, but just holding back. Like they may have information themselves, or they may be doing investigating on their partner or on their person before they decide to disclose all the full information. With the 7 of Earth here too, it's not usually indicative of this particular card, but it also could be actually confirmation that this person is not so much seeds well planted, but that whole saying, what is it? Sowing your seeds in different places. That's possibly what could be the case. I might pull some extra clarity cards on this. This one's a bit raunchy, raunchy to be honest, it is a bit intense. I want to know what the outcome is. Again, this may not be your reading though, so take it as it applies. I wouldn't I'm just going to say as a disclaimer, these readings are for entertainment purposes primarily. So again, just take it as that before jumping to any solid conclusions. However, if you have strongly already felt with your intuition, especially showing up so heavily in this reading about psychic abilities, if you have, use your instincts, your gut instincts. If you felt for a while that something's been off, not necessarily in a relationship, could be at work as well with the 8 of Earth. If you feel like something's not right and you felt that way for a while, okay, maybe this reading might be a sign or a confirmation for you. But essentially, follow your own intuition. Intuitively, you'll know if you tap into that. You will, if you ask and you believe, you will be presented with information. And psychic, like from a psychic perspective, I can definitely clarify that if you're already naturally inclined to be that way. But we'll check the outcome because I actually really want to know. Okay, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay. Again, I don't sugarcoat readings. I do feel like if there is infidelity, one person will decide to put down the burdens. I do feel like if there is actually someone is actually guilty of cheating or infidelity, I think they will decide to either one, separate from their current partner and move towards who they believe is their true partner. Again, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I do have a cat that's deciding to join the reading. The Lovers card can be a Gemini, but it also can be, again, if we are talking about third-party relationships with the 3 of Wands and the Lovers together, I already felt that as already. One party will actually decide to drop the burden. So they may leave their current relationship to be with this other person, or the person that the other person that is quote unquote innocent and their partner is cheating, they'll decide to separate because of the infidelity. So again, with the full moon in Scorpio being here, these kinds of events really happen, things that are quite, that bring a lot of upheaval. It's not always pleasant. It can be a very intense time. However, generally, whatever way the situation goes, it's for the highest good. So just bear that in mind. So, all right, guys. So that is the reading for today. Love to hear your feedback. And yeah, we'll see you again for another reading. All right. See you guys.